Day 92. Welcome back to the program. Oh, that's nice. Really enjoyed yesterday's video. Um, I've I've reached a level of comfortability talking to the camera that I'm really grateful for, and that comes as a result of doing rap after rap after rap after rap. I don't know how much of that is from becoming to a better place myself. If you compare the first 10, 20 videos versus the one yesterday, you could feel more comfortability, I'm sure, but I don't know exactly how much of that is due to my own comfortability with self. Anyway, just grateful to have reached this point, and grateful to have gotten a nice trail, hike, trail, walk with my friend Max this morning. Really very nourishing. I feel like I became one with the trail, and feel a huge level of gratitude for the depth of connection, of just to be seen and to see him so clearly. And I feel really grateful for that, and feel really blessed to have that friendship and just to connect in that deep way. Felt awesome. Feels awesome. I just had lunch too, so feeling a little tired. But really wanted to get this video done outside while the feeling of gratitude was still in my system. For the hike, because it was awesome. Another reason why I feel comfortable on camera, the way I'm speaking, where I'm coming from, is from listening to so much Wayne Dyer. I want to say Dwyer, but it's Dyer, Wayne Dyer. And I feel his presence of being so comfortable with himself. And I'm listening to him give lectures, and I feel his peace. And I feel it exuding to me. I feel it coming to me. And that's really nice to have that to draw from. There's no rush with him. Doesn't matter how long it goes. Doesn't matter if what he is saying is drawn out. Nothing is rushed, and it's very in line with God, with the way. And that's cool to witness, and it's cool to hear him embody it. And I feel it rubbing off on me in some way. So that's really beautiful. This feeling of ease and being at peace and connecting with the truth, and knowing that there's nowhere you need to go for you to be okay. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. And that has just been poured into me from listening to so much of his work and reading his stuff. Loving it. Seems like the beginning of a long exploration of diving into his work. Mm, also listened to my friend Cameron's video today. That was awesome. He really explored how doing 100 newsletters has showed him. It was daily newsletter, so it showed him how he has flexed his creative muscle in the past and how he plans to in the future, and what doing the 100 daily newsletters did for him and what it brought up for him. So I really liked his reflection, and it was on a video, so I recommend checking that out. Also, another thing we did on this hike was we stopped at this beautiful stream pond area and we meditated on the rocks. And it was so beautiful. I took a picture of it. Maybe I can insert it right here. It was really beautiful. And what happened was we spent 2-3 hours talking, going deep, and then we meditated, and it made me really grateful, and it was the processing. It felt like a processing. That was really nice for all the depth that we just spoke about, and it was resetting and nourishing and beautiful. And it's so great connecting with people who are willing to look at themselves internally and see where their patterns arise from and how they are responsible for the situations that go on in their life. And it was so beautiful to go back and forth. And so incredibly blessed to have so many people in my life who are willing to go deep, who are willing to look at the truth of their experience, who are trying to be conscious to the best of their abilities of how they became the way they became, without blaming anyone else, but taking responsibility for it. So, really taking a moment to appreciate that. And really hope you find people in your own life who have that sense for wanting to go deep. And that's really why I became a coach. Because I understand how rare it is to have friends like that. I mean, Lord knows I didn't have friends like that most of my life because I wasn't ready. And so I know that when somebody is transitioning from not being aware of their surroundings, of their world, of how they're consciously creating the world that they are living in, and looking at the patterns, and looking at their parents, and looking at, without blaming their parents, but just to understand themselves, and looking at their surroundings, and asking themselves questions, I understand how disconcerting it all could be if there's not somebody there to guide you in some way. If there's not somebody there to hold your hand and let you know you're not going crazy. Because I would take one step forward and then 2 steps back, and 1 step forward and 2 steps back with my own inner personal growth. And I really had my friend Tej, and that was it for years. And I'd read his tweets and call him once every 3 months. And then I met my friends Elle and Talia and really started going deep with them. And it transformed my life in such a way that made me so much more conscious and so much more aware. And without them, I don't know if I would have gone to the depths that I did. And so that's why I became a guide, a coach, so that I could find and I could guide people who don't have anyone in their life that they could go deep emotionally with. And that part of your life is probably dictating everything. So, to have conversations like the one I had this morning on the trail, deep and connected and helpful and with a focus on growth, makes me so grateful and makes me so wish that everyone had somebody in their life who could hold space for them to be who they want to be, and to talk about the ways they've showed up with truthfulness and honesty and vulnerability. So the fact that most of my conversations are like that today just makes me so happy. So shout out to Max for being that person today, and shout out to all my friends who are capable of going to the depths of their soul and talk about the truth of their experience on this floating rock in space. That's all for me today. I'm sending you love. So much gratitude for you watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.